Will, back-to-back victories in the Betfred Championship with a well-deserved win over Barrow Raiders at the Shea in quite difficult conditions on Sunday. You must be in confident mood in the camp after that.
Yeah, obviously it was a real test for us. I can't remember who I was speaking to after the game, maybe my dad, and I said it was a tough game, and there were periods where they showed up with Barrow and they kept us in a zone 40 for quite a length of time in that second half, but we dug in and we ended up getting a win. And we spoke after the game, there were a few bits we weren't positive about, but you know, when you're winning in circumstances such as weather and a decent outfit against Barrow, and you're still coming out on the other end of it and winning, it's a brilliant feeling, obviously. And it's a positive feeling around camp, a massive positive feeling, yeah.
And speaking of positives, on a personal note, obviously you've come back stronger from injury. Do you feel stronger and back to your best? Yeah,
I think I'm getting there slowly, week on week. I think it's kind of slipping from my mind is the thought of my knee. But yeah, I mean, I'm now 3 or 4 games in, and I feel like I'm kind of steadily building up to where I want to be back to, and hopefully helping my part in this team this year.
What's the talk been like in the camp from Kyle and the coaching staff after obviously the win over Barrow?
Yeah, it were really positive about it. It were like I said, there were a few bits that he wanted us to fix up on, and areas that we need to fix. But he said, look, you'll never get an easy game in the championship, and coming out on the other side of it, no matter how many points you've won by, it's a win. So yeah, we were happy.
Moving on to this Sunday, then it's knockout rugby league time. The AB Sundecks 1895 Cup. We start at round 1. I think it's for the first time we've come in at round 1. How different an approach do you take to a cup game as you would to a league?
Yeah, it's kind of a free hit, innit, I suppose. I mean, I'd like to go back to Wembley because we were there a couple of years ago, weren't we? And it'd be really nice to get back there. But I suppose the league's always the main focus, I think, with the coaches. But I think we need to throw everything that we've got at this game and hopefully get a win and progress to the next round, and maybe get a good cup run, because that can get a good field behind you. It can also get a decent bit of support behind you as well.
You spoke there about your affinity for the 1895 Cup, having won it in 2023. I mean, it must be a competition that you're really, proud of to have achieved that, but want to, like you say, replicate that success again.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It'd be great to get... Is it at Wembley again this year? I think it is, yeah. It'd be great to get there again. I mean, like, you don't ever expect to get there once, but I mean, let alone maybe twice, And I think, well, the chance is on in it. We've got as much chance as any other team that's in it, so I think we need to go and have a real dig at it and try and get there again. It'd be great.
Obviously, it's at the LNER Community Stadium at York, and it's the way the fixtures are falling. It's quite funny. We go there back-to-back weekends, once in the cup, once in the league. How strange is it to be playing a team back-to-back, 2 weeks in a row? Yeah,
it is a bit strange, really. It's a lovely ground to go to. But yeah, suppose you've got 1 week and then you've got a week off to try and look at the areas, what their strengths are, and then go again and try and beat them again the following week. It is a bit of a strange feeling. I've got a pal who I work with as well, who's a massive York fan home and away, so I'll get to see him 2 weeks on trot and hopefully beat him 2 weeks on trot to rub it in his face.
What are you expecting from the Knights? What are you expecting their strengths
to be? Yeah, they're a good side of York. I mean, they've recruited really well. I think they had a bit of a blip at the start of the year, didn't they? But last week they went close with Toulouse, and they've got some real quality players within that team. So yeah, we're expecting probably one of the toughest games of the year. They come this week.
Obviously, they had that good performance against KR sort of in the opening 25. They've lost back-to-back in the championship, though. Are you expecting a bit of a backlash, and they're the best form of York? Yeah,
of course, they will have a backlash. I mean, they'll be wanting to win, and they know that we've obviously put two wins on the board in the league, and they'll be looking to try and knock us off and get their confidence into the second game as well. Yeah, like I said, there'll be 100% there'll be backlash from the losing two on the bounce from them. Yeah.
Well, finally then, with it being a cup game away from home at a ground where we've not had the most success in recent times, we've had some good wins and some defeats as well. How important is it that the fans really get behind the boys and get over to York and really make it a good atmosphere and a proper cup atmosphere to play?
Yeah, of course. It's massive wherever you go. But I suppose York's an hour away at best, and it'd be great. It's a great stadium, a great city. Maybe people can have a day out before, but it'd be ace to get a good crowd down there and backing us and bringing the cup win home, you know, and yeah, and then moving on to the following week with the same backed up support and keep getting behind us, and hopefully we can get on a bit of a roll.